Hello and welcome back to another episode of RC Icons. So like the thumbnail said, we've got some Taiwan Kenny boxes to open today. I'm going to eat those words. I don't do unboxings. Oh, I said that a while back and you've probably seen 3 or 4 already. Not necessarily Taiwan Kenny boxes, but you know, just uber rare kits. And I know I've got at least 3 more super rare kits that are coming in that I didn't even mention those in my new unbox kit collection video. They kind of happened after the fact. So the 2 boxes that I have today are enormous. Totals 9 kits, and I spoke about them all at the end of the new unbox collection video. It just happened to be that these just came in. So, show you the boxes real quick. So we've got this one here. Absolutely huge. Oh boy, they're heavy. And this one here. So let's get these bad boys opened and see what's inside them. All right, so I've got the first box opened up, and I think how I'm gonna do this is I'll pull the kit out one at a time, and I'll show you what the kit is, and then I'm gonna put it off to the side, and then we'll bring the camera over real quickly, and I'll show you each of the 9 kits. But I don't want this video to get out of hand time wise, so I'm gonna try to be as brief as possible. You're gonna see all these again. I believe they're all getting built, so I believe you should see all these again. So number 1, everybody's ranting and raving right now about this car because it just had another release, but the box is black. Well, this is the original. Kit number 58088. Original Mercedes C11. So this is my only Group C car. I don't have any Group C cars, but I absolutely love this one. So yeah, he's got these all packed with newspaper, and that's kind of Kenny's MO. So let me stick to my plan. I'll show you them real quick, and then I'll bring them back one at a time for you to see them. The next one. So this next kit's very special. So in my new unbox, sorry, first of all, let me just explain Taiwan Kenny in case you didn't see my new unbox video. So Taiwan Kenny is a friend of mine who obviously lives in Taiwan, and his name is Kenny. So Taiwan Kenny I met about pretty close to 2 years ago. I was hunting for a Dynastorm and came across one on eBay. It was on an auction, and I hit the watch button because I wasn't prepared. I like to bid at the end. I'm kind of a bid sniper. Some people hate me for that, but it is what it is. I bid to win, and I bid at the end. So I hit watch it now. It was like 4 days left on the auction. I went to look the next day to see what the kit was at, and it was gone. And I was like, what the hell? So I was able to find the original listing, even though it wasn't active anymore. And I emailed the guy, and I was like, what happened to the Dynastorm? I was like, I would have paid you a ton of money for that. And he emailed me back. And he's like, I actually ended up selling it outside of the auction, but I've got another one if you're interested in it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm absolutely interested in it. So we got to emailing back and forth, and lo and behold, Taiwan Kenny is a massive, probably one of the biggest collectors in the world. Massive collector. He had over 500 new unboxed vintage kits in a warehouse in Taiwan, and I mean like pallets of original clodbusters, like an entire pallet, 15-20 kits, original clodbuster. And the same thing with, like, he had a pallet, and it was I think 15 or 16 Mountaineers on one side and Bruisers on the other. Original 15. I'll put some pictures up. Actually, I'll split the screen and I'll put a picture up of some of Taiwan Kenny's stuff. So anyways, long story short, my collection wouldn't be what it is without Taiwan Kenny. So these kits are actually from Taiwan Kenny. He's been liquidating his collection for the past couple of years, and it's probably going to take him a couple of years more. So yeah, I mean, I've bought a ton of stuff from him and continue to do so. He's gotten through quite a bit of the rarer stuff, but he still has quite a bit that goes up on eBay quite regularly. So this next kit's a special kit. In my new unbox video, I talked about my anniversary cars, and I had two 30th anniversary Porsches. And I still have two. Both of them, neither one of them is sealed. They're both open. My intention is to build one and have one that I can open it up. So if you've never seen a 30th anniversary kit open, the presentation is like none other. Absolutely gorgeous. All the blue alloy and everything is just, it's absolutely perfect the way that they did that box. Well, I promised one a long time ago to Glenn at Tamiya Legends, and he's been waiting patiently for it. He never asked me, you know, if it was when it was coming in or anything. Like, he totally, you know, I had mentioned at one point I want you to have a 30th, and he was like, yeah, whatever, you know. And I think he kind of blew it off, but I was totally serious about it. It's a special kit, and I think he deserves one. So this is, Kenny had 9 of them when I started buying mine. I had bought 2 already. My 2 came from him. This is Taiwan Kenny's last of his 30th anniversary Porsche kits. This one is sealed, but I'll be honest. I'm building one, which means it needs to be open. I want one new in box that I can open and look at, and I'm sending one to Glenn, who's either wants to look at it or build it. It's kind of a test that I'm sending it to him. I want to see if he will build it. I hope he does. But I don't know if he'll be able to cut those blister packs open. So the fact that this is sealed is irrelevant to me. So I'm going to do this right now on camera so that there's no disputes later. And people are probably screaming right now in the comments, what are you doing? I'm opening up this sealed anniversary kit, so that there is absolutely no confusion later about whether or not that kit will be looked at or built. I just did it for you guys on camera. It's no longer a sealed kit, and I don't care. It deserves to be at the very least looked at. Kit number 3 in today's package. Original Kyosho Rocky. So I've got a Turbo Rocky sitting right here in the Wall of Fame. Needs to be restored. I don't have an original Rocky. This one will get built on the show. Original Kyosho Rocky. And the last one in this box, again, this car was re-read. I believe it was last year. It's on the TA02, I believe. This is kit 58150, Tamiya's 150th RC kit. Opal Calibra. New in box. Original. The paint's a little bit faded on the box. Doesn't matter to me. I'm building this sucker. So yeah, I won. So the, what do I have here? The C11 in this I actually won at auction on eBay from Kenny's Auctions. And I got him for an unbelievable price. I actually asked him, I'm like, you don't have to sell them to me, Kenny. I'm like, you've always treated me good. I'm not going to take advantage of the fact that people didn't bid on it. And if you want to keep those kits and sell them at a later date, you absolutely do not have to sell me those kits for the price that I want them for. And he was like, no. He goes, you deserve to get a deal. So I kept them. Sometimes I'll give him that option if I win a kit super cheap. I don't want to take advantage of the guy. So I'll give him the option to keep it and sell it at a later date. And sometimes he'll take it, and sometimes he'll just say, no, if you want it, it's yours. And I appreciate that about him. So let me get this second box open. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. So this next box has 5 kits in it. So let me get it opened up. All right, so box number 2 is open. So you're going to see 4 Kyosho kits and 1 Tamiya kit. And I'm sorry, but the Tamiya kit is not a special or rare car. I think it's special, but you'll have to judge for yourself. So kit number 1 Kyosho Laser ZX5. This thing's like the size of a shoebox. Reminds me of the TRF cars. So these kits kind of fell in my lap. I sent Kenny an email, and I'm like, what do you have for non-Tamiya cars left? So he sent me a picture, and it was, I think it was 6 Kyosho cars. And I was like, I'll take them all. Excuse me, I'll take them all. So the Laser ZX5 is first one. Next one, Laser ZXR. So awesome cars. These are getting built. These are absolutely getting built on the show. So we've got 2 lasers. I don't have any lasers in my collection. Those are the first 2. So this is my not special Tamiya kit. So I'm not only into vintage RC, I'm into construction equipment. I have full hydraulic construction equipment, and I'm very into semi-trucks. In my new unbox video, you saw a King Hauler Chrome Edition. That's a pretty rare truck. You just don't see them around very much anymore. I have a triple axle Aeromax custom build, stretched at 7 inches. That truck is just off the hook. Brass gears, the whole 9 yards, that I built from scratch. I also have an original globe liner that I built, completely stock, but beautiful truck. I've got a Lesu triple axle, double steer, so steers in the front, and a second axle, the tag axle actually steers as well. I've got one of those. I still need to finish the body on, and I have also got the Tamiya Tow Truck. I built one of those, and that build was off the hook. They just take a ton of time. But if you're a modeler and you've never built a semi-truck, you absolutely need to do it. So this is another one that I won off one of Kenny's auctions, and I just had to have another one. So this is my second globe liner. This is an absolutely fun truck to build. So this is actually going to get built in a custom state. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I do have a power tilt deck, like a ramp truck, that I need to build onto a truck. I don't know. I was going to do it on a Grand Hauler chassis, but I don't know what I'm going to use yet for a body. So this is a kit that I don't know that we'll see on the show again. It just happened to be in the box with all the other cars, but I figured I would show it to you anyway. And I'll show it when I show all the kits, just because the truck presentations are awesome as well. So last 2, both Kyosho, and these are awesome cars. The first one I've got built, it's sitting right next to me right here, and it's absolutely mint. So this one, I don't know if I'll build it yet, or I may do a giveaway with that particular one and build this one on the show. So we'll have to see. Kyosho Ultima Pro XL. Absolutely phenomenal car. Only because it's right here, I'll grab it. Sorry for any noise. Boom. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I have to have it. So this is one I got from my friend Jason at J Hobbies in Canada. He does awesome work. He restores and builds cars and then sells them. I mean, that's his business. It's what he does. So this Pro XL is absolutely brand spanking new. Never run. These are re-read decals. I've got the original decal sheet and manual right here. So Jason likes to build his cars new, but he doesn't like to use original decals. So this is the original body, I believe, with MCI decals, and he's got the original decal sheet he sends on with the cars. Absolutely awesome car, and I'm psyched to have one new in box. So I may build that one, and I think it would be cool. We'll have to see. I don't want to commit to anything yet, but this one might be a giveaway car. I'm gonna be giving a lot of cars away on this channel. I don't want that to be the motivation for people to watch. It's more just about blessing some people with some cars, and honestly, I hope they go to people that can't afford to have a collection or can't afford a vintage car but are into them, right? So that's the goal. The last one. So I was bidding on one of these on the Larry Zabotny auction. And I stopped because I knew who I was bidding against, because the auctioneer Ben kept saying his name. So I'm not sure if you're watching this, Ari, from RC Retro, but you were bidding on a Kyosho Triumph new in box, and I let it go. I was bidding against you. I didn't know at the time that I'd be getting this one. I had bought a ton of cars already, and at the time I was like, you know what, Ari seems to really want this, so I stopped bidding. And I'm glad to hear that Ari got his. Now I've got mine, so it's a win-win. Kyosho Triumph. I don't have this car in my collection. This is absolutely getting built. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm psyched to do it. This box is absolutely gorgeous. The color just pops. So when Taiwan Kenny sent me the picture, and I saw not only the Pro XL, but I saw the Triumph, I was like, yep, I want them all. Oh, it is what it is. Let me bring the camera over. We'll take a quick look at these kits, and then I'll bring you in for a wrap-up. All right, so now that I got you closer, let's try to get through these somewhat quick. So first kit is the Opal Calibra. Again, the paint's real faded. This one must have been in the sun a little bit. Kit number 58150 from Tamiya. So the blister packs are, the motor's kind of falling out there. But this is going to get built anyway, so it doesn't really matter. TAO2 chassis. Absolutely phenomenal. $58088 original Mercedes-Benz C11. This comes with the original Sport Tune motor. These bodies are huge. No protective film on it. Look at the size of that thing. Absolutely enormous. It's the only reason why the box is so big. These chassis are tiny, these seat chassis. So there's your original Sport Tune motor right here. So that's your C11. That will definitely get built on the show. It's been put out 4 times. Here's your no longer sealed 30th anniversary. Glenn, this one's coming to you, bud. There's your certificate of authenticity. Your 3-pager. If you haven't seen these before, the 45th has one a lot like it. So when you take the body, sorry for any noise, when you take the body out, the carbon fiber chassis is zip tied to the bottom. 30th anniversary edition. It's the only anniversary car that ever came with carbon fiber. The 45th is FRP, and so was the 40th. You've got your wheels and tires over here, and then you got all your beautiful blue alloy. This is by far the best anniversary kit Tamiya's ever done, and I am super excited to be able to build one. I'm building a 30th and a 45th and a 40th for that matter, and I'm doing carbon on all of them. I've got the old school Tamiya carbon chassis for the TAO2 that they did when they released the 40th. I've got a couple of those, and then I've got some Yaw Racing and some Jazz Hobby ones as well, but I want to try to do it in original Tamiya carbon. So here's your original globe liner. Absolutely awesome box art. And then so the chassis rails kind of sit right in the middle. They've got a protective film over them. There's your globe liner kit. Again, not really indicative of what this channel is about, but this is a vintage globe liner. This was bought way back in the day. This isn't one that was just produced last week. So a little bit different in that sense, although nothing's really changed. If you were to buy one that was produced last week, it would look pretty much exactly the same. If you've never built a semi-truck and you're like, oh, I'm not into semi-trucks, I just like vintage RC, you should try it. It's you won't regret it, put it that way. Here's some my awesome Kyosho kits that came in. So the Laser ZXR, like I said, I don't have any lasers in my collection. I've got all 6 mids. The lasers were obviously came out after the mids, and they are a mid. But I don't have any of the lasers. So look at that box art, absolutely gorgeous. So these later kits didn't have the same kind of presentation as like the Optima and the Javelin. The Rocky does, but the Triumph and the Pro don't. So there's your decal kit, your manual, and then everything is just kind of punched in the box, and then you've got your body at the bottom. So super excited about building these. I mean, these are kind of, I don't want to say they're TRF cars because they're not like carbon fiber, but they're definitely high-end race buggies. Your Ultima Pro XL. The XL is extended length, if you didn't know. There's your manual. The decals are behind it. Yeah, the decals are behind it. There's your Ultima Pro. Again, we'll see this car again, more likely than not. Ari! Here's your Triumph. I couldn't be happier that I let it go now. I was kicking myself at the time, but I don't need to, that's for sure. So there's your Triumph box art, absolutely gorgeous. Your Triumph decals. That pink is so vibrant, it doesn't come across on camera how bright that pink is. And then your Triumph box. So super psyched to have that one. We'll see this one again for sure. That's getting built. Laser ZX5. This is more of a TRF kind of presentation. It's like the size of a shoebox. Does have some purple alloy in there, the old school Kyosho purple alloy. So the motor mount, the drive shaft, and then the shocks. So these are the velvet shocks, the ZX5 kit. They've got purple retainers on them with the chrome housings. Absolutely awesome. And the decals are buried. I'll show you the decals, but the decals are buried. Fully ball raised, like most Kyosho kits are. That one's going to be a fun car to build. Can't wait. And then last but not least, the Kyosho Rocky. So this is chain drive. The presentation is more indicative of what you're used to with the Legendary Series cars or the original Kyosho cars from back in the day, like the Optima, the Ultima, the Turbo Scorpion. You know, they all came blister packed like this. Just absolutely gorgeous. And it comes with the standard Le Mans 240 ST ready to go. Shocks built. It's got 3 of the shocks in there built. One of the retainers is off, but not broken. And I'm sure the 4th is in the box. So yeah, that's it. Let me get this cleaned up. I'll bring you back for a closing. So that's going to do it for this episode. I'm surrounded by new vintage Kyosho kits. How great of a day is this? Absolutely awesome. Taiwan Kenny, I can't thank you enough. These came in yesterday. I didn't have time to get them cracked open because I wanted to video it. So I emailed them today, and I was like, they've been sitting in the house now almost 48 hours. I said, and I still haven't gotten into them. I said, I'm like a kid at Christmas 2 days before looking at presents under the tree. I'm absolutely dying. And I'm like, get 5 more ready to go. Because we have a list. We've got a working list we're working off of. So in the next shipment that's coming is my Chevy pickup, Kyosho Chevy pickup, which is like right on par with the Blazing Blazer and the vintage Hilux 4x4. this is a special truck, and I can't wait for that one to come in. So we're gonna have another unboxing here pretty quickly, because he's putting it together right now, and hopefully in another week and a half or so that box will come in and I'll get a video of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. 9 more kits to add to the collection, and that much more build content coming. So yeah, super excited. I hope that one of these kits is something that's new to you. Maybe you haven't seen it before. That's kind of the whole point of my channel, is to just kind of showcase these vintage kits and get them out there for people to see. It's certainly not to boast. When I open up 9 kits like this isn't a video about boasting. I just love vintage RC, and I want to share what I have with the viewers, to the point to where I'm probably going to give away a Pro XL. My channel kicked off with me giving an egress to Tamiya Legends viewers, and that's the kind of stuff I want to do. Not to boast, not to get view count or any of that garbage. I want to share my collection with you guys, and that's what this is all about, in all honesty. So I hope that you liked it. If you did, please like and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I can tell you that if you're not subscribed, you want to be subscribed, because if you want an opportunity to get a car off this channel, you kind of need to be a subscriber. It's the least you can do. So yeah, put in the comments if any of these cars are new to you. If you've got any questions on these cars, what you think of Taiwan Kenny. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Don't ask me for his contact info. I'll be honest, it's not the kind. You can find him on eBay. I'm not going to give you his store name or anything like that, but and it's not because I'm trying to keep him to myself. It's just, you know, he's a very private guy, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So you can find him. He's out there, and he's selling kits on eBay every week. So it's just a matter of if you see a site that's got 4 or 5 vintage kits on it, it's probably him, and it will say in Taiwan. So no secrets there. But so yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And until next time with the next RC icon, we'll see you soon. Thanks.